What's good, guys? Liam's here. I'm down in Hull in the northeast of England to visit my cousin Alex down at uni, and whilst I've done so, we've done a few little trips out and about. A couple of nights ago we actually went underneath the River Humber bridge at night, got some really cool views of the bridge there, so I'm going to put these in now. It's a good view. That's 91%. Cameras now. Yeah, why is it changing?
They're going into the mouth of the badger. It's been shot up.
Oh yeah, there's little pellet holes all over there. And then today we're on a little day trip to Spurn Point. It's a stretch of land that goes out miles into the sea, and it's the furthest point east of Hull. It's a very rural area around here. There's a couple of interesting bits and pieces to see, but it's also an area of natural beauty, so hopefully it'll be something interesting to show you guys. There it is. So then, guys, I've actually found a sail mirror. I think this is from World War II. This one's Kilnsea sail mirror. We've taken a little walk to see it, and actually it was built, I believe, in World War II as basically a giant microphone to listen out across the sea there behind me, and they'd listen out across the sea for enemy planes coming in, probably to bomb England, especially with like the docks of Hull and stuff, the port inland, and they'd be listening out for enemy planes coming over before they could even be seen. So you'd have the microphone attached to this little pole, and then you've got like your big sort of amplifier dish behind, and it'd basically just be like a giant ear listening out for enemy attacks. So we're at the next stop. This is Godwin Battery. Talk about one of the most desolate places I've been, and I've been to many very desolate places. But yeah, it's a World War II gun emplacement. It's first built in 1915 in the First World War, and is sort of modified, I think, and pretty much rebuilt in the Second World War around 1940 to take some 4-inch guns and searchlights here on the coast. But as you can see, there's a caravan park next to me, and this whole place has struggled with erosion for a long while, falling into the sea, and unfortunately a lot of the historic remains that look really good fun to explore, they're now down in the sea, breaking up over time, and it doesn't look like they'll be here for very much longer. So you can see down there, we've got one of the actual gun mounts, big circular thing out at sea, but that's a long way out now, all collapsed. Got another building collapsed. And then on the left here, we've got what looks like some of these sort of other buildings on site for sort of the manning of the batteries.
This is such a weird place. How is it?
There's another bit of the battery down there. Let's see if we can climb up on top of this without falling in the sea under a cliff. So we're right up on this bit of land here that looks like it's about to give way pretty much at any moment. Probably not very safe to be up here. Is it worth going out onto there? We're having thoughts about stepping on this because it's literally sticking out like a little shelf with nothing underneath it.
Shelf, that bit.
But look, here you can see a couple of bits and pieces, and look, the land crumbles right away there. So we've made it down to the nature reserve, and look what we found here. electronic car charging point, just in case you bring your Tesla down to the wetland nature reserve, which seems like a strange choice to me. Well, I never turn a corner. There's a pillbox here, and look, this one here is probably the most health and safety friendly pillbox I've ever been in. The floors come out for some reason, but look, and it's flooded, so it's not really that good. But look, caution, mind your head. Don't tell you about your feet though, do they? It's flooded with water. We've just found here, this is actually the tusk of a woolly mammoth that was once living here, and there's its tusk, dating from 12,000 to 75,000 years ago, and it's one of the largest tusks of a mammoth found on the Yorkshire coast. Just think how old it is. It doesn't even look that old, does it? We're now touching the tusk. So it's quite a windy day, and unfortunately you can't drive any further than this to get to Spurn Point, which is why we're probably not going to make the walk. Because if you look, the walk is 3.5 miles roughly, right out to the lighthouse, which is about there. And the lighthouse, you can see it, looks like a really interesting place out there, but it's literally miles away. It looked quite near on the map, it's really not. So I don't know, we might have a little look around here. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it to the lighthouse. Can you hear the wind howling? Such a desolate little place out here. I love a bit of desolation, if you know me. Do love a nice isolated area that feels like the end of the world. And this is literally one of the ends of the UK. This is like right at the mouth of the river Humber. Literally, Spurn Point, it sticks out into the sea. It's like the last place you might walk before being forced to walk the plank or something. Don't know how well you can see it, but the lighthouse is out there and the sun's hit it. It's an amazing view.
Is that some dude's house?
Could be, couldn't it?
Surely not.
Unless it's, oh, sod it, let's leave that. Let's just to do with the lifeboats, because you know there's that thing down there. It's not all that much here, to be fair.
I swear the sea's got like a weird like orange tint now.
So going to finish the walk off now for today. Yeah, we didn't quite make it out to Spurn Point, but you never know, maybe in 10 years I might be down this end of the country again and we'll do it. But yeah, it's been a good little day actually. We've seen some really interesting places, some desolate little ends of the earth, but for now I think we're going to go to one of the local pubs, have a pint, soak up the atmosphere, and then be on our merry way. So remember to like and subscribe for more adventures, and I'll see you on the next one.